Hey there, YouTube. I'm Yukitsu. This is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to... What the hell's this? Yeah, welcome to Total War Attila. Got more flaccid old men here. They're just too old. They're too old. Anyway, let's go ahead and just check here. Got a rank here, apparently. I wonder if I already did this. Yeah, I already did that. So let's go ahead, hit end turn. There's not a whole lot else I can really do right now. Hopefully that Hun stack will go away. Nitrawa I would love to have cleared off, so it would be preferable. Have rotated out the armies though, so we're safe everywhere except Augusta, Vindelicorum, and Sirmium is not exactly in the best of positions, but oh, got Eastern Romans dealing with rebels, but that rebel stack looks tiny, so have no doubt that they'll be able to deal with that. This Hun stack, now that I've got a full army over by Nitrawa, I feel much more comfortable actually attacking them. Ooh, that's them by the Allans. That's quite far to the east. I don't think the Huns ever try to get... Like, I don't think that the Huns want to be even caught dead on the ocean, so you probably never have to worry about the Huns invading from the water. So I'm just going to go off the assumptions that we're not going to worry about any naval invasions from the Huns. I'm going to worry about him massing that army until there's like 3 full stacks there, so I'm going to go kill it now. Alright, I think the Macedonians and the Eastern Romans have dealt with some of the Huns or got chased off by the Huns that are sort of east of me. In terms of office, alright. Out of favor. That's not really a great one to get. Let's go ahead and pay him off. Political favors. Okay. The only problem we have here is that I don't really know how easy it's going to be to catch these guys. Looks like it's not going to be too bad. What have they got here? This is a very horse archer heavy army. I don't have any artillery with this force either.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so this group over here, we're going to put them into Sirmium and have them start upgrading their force. Looks like the Hun stacks are sort of hanging around here, but I'll have a little bit of time before I actually have to fight them. Not sure if it's going to be enough to get my army the way I want it to, though. Okay, so we can get the Equites Dalmatae for much faster than we can get the Cataphractarii, but of course the Cataphractarii, much stronger option. I do think that we need just bulk, though, for the army right now. I definitely feel like, we'll get 2 of each. I definitely feel as though we kind of need to have the army bulked up in terms of numbers right now, and then we can work on things like cavalry. Although, of course, it is nice to recruit both sort of at the same time, because that sort of fixes a lot more problems, but... Alright. So we got a 34 surplus here now. Which, destroying this completely will just barely leave us fine, and finishing this means we'll have plus 10, minus 20. Okay, so we need to upgrade this cattle herd again. Even though it doesn't add a ton of food for us. Or, actually, probably makes more sense to go with the fishing jetty right now. Okay, so that should be fine. We could even keep the level 1 version of the fields here. It's just that they're so crappy, if I could replace them with sheep pens, that would be ideal. Alright, looks like our sanitation is fine here. We could go ahead and upgrade this to the Latin Martyrium, but we seem to be pretty happy there already. Okay. Probably just going to go province to province right now. I almost want to start demolishing buildings here just so that I can get that library upgraded, and then we can upgrade this later. Like, I'm thinking we might actually destroy the governor's estate down to the governor's house. That would reduce our happiness by 4, which would leave us still fine. It would leave us positive still. Then I could upgrade this imperial library here. And if we really needed the happiness, I can just demolish the goldsmith, which is providing minus 5 happiness, which is huge. But of course we'll want to upgrade it back up later, so... Really is painful, these buildings, but there's so much money. Alright, Baetica down here, plus 3 happiness and fully happy, so they're fine. Not going to think about them at all. Belgica over here, doing well, churning along just fine. Alright, Britannia Inferior. This is another province I could probably do with the Cloaca, but, I mean, they'll only need 2 slots after I get my next one, so it's not a ton. Britannia Superior. Yeah, same here. This place actually needs even more since their population is currently lower, but that's fine. Looks like they're fine on food. I should double check that. You guys are going to drop by 15, I believe? Yeah, it's 15, so they'll be okay. They'll have +5. These guys are not fine, and I'm going to eventually find a solution to that problem. I think one of the most sensible ways for me to deal with it is to demolish this building here, and to demolish the goldsmith at the same time. So if I did that, it would free up 30 food. Wouldn't give me enough to get this Imperial Library after all, actually. Okay, Baetica, they've only got 5 food here. I could switch these guys to... what's it called? Bread and circuses, and that would fix it. So if I have to, I can do that. Even if the governor dies, I'll replace him with another governor that is going to do bread and circuses, so... crap. Okay, this place only has 5 food. Public order is really close, so I can't exactly... Well, I could upgrade the fishing jetties here to the fishing wharf. Get us an extra 20, and then I can upgrade the thermae. So we'd be down 10 food, up 20 food, so we'd have a net of 5 after the drop, I think. We'd have 15 after the drop. No, yeah, we'd have 5. Okay, we'll have to do it. Should keep our... This should change our happiness down to stable. I don't think it'll get any better than that right now. Unless we can keep Latin Christianity moving upward. Caledonia, Hibernia. They'll be fine. Could probably start upgrading the woodcutter. We don't have any industry here though, do we? No, not yet. Okay, we'll leave that be then. Carthage down here is at neutral happiness now. Well, that's fine. I don't need them to be any happier. We're getting that town upgraded, so they'll be a little bit happier from that. Dalmatia over here is unhappy now. I guess because I moved that army out of there. Yeah, all these buildings we're getting here promote a lot of unhappiness as well, so it's not exactly ideal. Frisia. Tons of food here now. Let's go ahead and get the governor's house here. The pace of development in some of these places is kind of great. Like, we're really doing a good job keeping up on that. Galicia here, nothing really to do. We've got lots and lots of food income, so I could upgrade this to Colonia. Or we could just leave you... I think leaving them be would be okay right now. That statue is almost done finally. We'll want to upgrade it to a monument right away. Alright, and in Rome here, things are okay in Rome. Do we want this? I don't know. Income is pretty high in Rome, so we might as well get it. We can afford the food income there. Okay, you guys. Pretty decent food income as well. We can get you a statue anyway. Lugdunensis, -1 happiness. And we're out of money, basically. Well, we spent that quickly. Jeez. Alright, what about mercenaries here?
At your command.
Well, we could get the steppe lancers for the short term. We'll replace them later, I guess, but for now. I don't think the Huns can easily reach us in this province, so that's good.
Ready for battle.
Alright, this guy's got some levels on him. Oh yeah, I should have taken Sabotage Army with that other guy. Oh well. Let's take a press just in case we start seeing a lot of foreign agents over here. And is this army from Nitrawa the sort that we want fighting a Hun stack? I don't know, actually.
We hunger for battle.
This isn't necessarily an ideal force to be fighting Nitrawa with, but
Ready for battle.
or at here with, but it's okay. It's just I'm only with 4 spear units here and kind of crappy selection of cavalry. Would like to get that cavalry switched out pretty soon, but we'll see how that goes. How are you guys in Severia as backup if necessary? I guess we have that weapon upgrade available now, so I could upgrade those weapons on some of these legions. Getting armory upgraded even further though could be good. Have to research that. I'd need to research the improvements to farms though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually leave this as it is right now. I think this is more important right now because I kind of have to get this. Like, if I don't get those cattle farm upgrades, or actually no, what about fishing ports? This does get me fishing ports, okay. So I can use these instead in a few of the places that I really need that. So I guess I was on the right-ish path, it's just I didn't realize it.
Commander.
Okay. Yeah, this army should be okay. Let's check out the mercenaries here, see if I can't replace my cavalry with something better. Doesn't look like it. Alright, I guess we're gonna get in on this, see what happens.
To victory.
They gonna even fight us or are they gonna run away? Looks like they will fight us, and it looks like they've got a lot of really bad mercenaries. Alright, so I guess we'll see how this goes. Alright, so I have absolutely no hope of winning a missile engagement here, but we're only getting rain, and rain is not necessarily too useful at stopping the Huns. We'll go with a dry day. Seems just fine to me. We'll go ahead and sacrifice... Ooh, I don't know what I want to use to sacrifice in against artillery in this particular composition. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead get our Legio down center here. Our Palatina off on these flanks here. Oh, shit. There we go. We'll probably use cavalry to try and draw out those shots, but I guess we'll have to try and dodge, even though this is a smaller artillery piece. We'll have our Ballistar east sort of center with the flaming shot. Not ideal because they'll shoot into the back of my men, cause huge devastating casualties, but we have to get that first volley when the enemy's not that close, when we're firing longer arcing shots. And then we have to turn off fire at will, basically. That's how you sort of do that. Alright. Our scout equites are actually surprisingly replaceable at this point in time, so maybe I don't need to worry too much about that. Alright, now where are they going to be camped up here? Probably should have used my scout equites as actual scouts, had them pushed forward and then brought them back so I could have gotten that vision there. Okay, well we're using them as sacrificial, so let's run them up to the top of this hill, see if they can't see what they can see, and see if we can't get them to waste their ammunition over on these guys anyway. This scrubland over here counts as forest. I don't think it'll actually block line of sight to my guys that are standing here, but you never know. I just need to get vision of the enemy army, otherwise we're going to be a little bit hooped. Why is our morale dropping so much? I know there's probably the effect from the Huns, but it seems to be a little severe in this case. Oh, it's because we've got Firmus Gracchus, the new general. Right. Well, here's your baptism by fire, General. Ah, they're over here.
Riders at the double.
Okay, where's the catapult fire to? Looks like here.
Savior. The God in heaven.
Okay, so,
Advance at speed.
get formed up, lads. They're firing.
Riders, advance.
We'll keep in this direction until we see the little arrow icon.
For the Savior. For the
Now they are on rapid reload, so
quickly now.
I think we're hitting some sort of terrain as well here. I don't think we're getting a smooth run back and forth. Also, they did hit us with something there.
Riders, advance.
This is still stupid, but whatever.
Advance at speed.
That slowdown might cost me.
Quickly now.
If it weren't for the fact that the AI sometimes does stuff like this, I would probably be a lot less pissed off about having to do this, but
The double.
I actually have seen games where the AI is willing to move their cavalry in such a way that they suddenly instantly direction change whenever my artillery launches, so it's not as though they're completely guilt-free in that regard. It was especially bad in Shogun, I remember. They always seem to instantly know the trajectory of arrows and missiles, so... Are they out of ammunition already?
The double.
Nope. I guess they're out of rapid reload is what they're out of. Oh, nope, there comes some rocks.
Riders at the double.
Alright, now are they out of ammunition? Yes, they are. Okay. None left in air? Fantastic. Let's get moved up. It's basically just the Romans that really have to worry about that kind of attack, because realistically any other faction can just sort of have their units run forward while spread out and stuff like that. The Roman units are so densely clumped by nature that there's really no hope in hell of them ever surviving catapults, because they'll lose like 80, 70 men in like 2 shots, so everyone else is, it's just like, yeah, no, this is pretty different, but we'll get through just fine. Rocks landing sort of in the middle of our Celtic levy or whatever. They're so spread out that it's only going to get like 2 of them anyway. Alright, so our Matiari are going to be interesting from now on as they sort of accumulate more and more nonsense. Their melee attack is 42. That's higher than a lot of units. Of course, our Legio Comitatensis and our Ostra Auxilia Palatina having higher attack stat is probably much more beneficial, but we'll see. Now, the enemy's kind of backing off. It's a little bit annoying. I might be able to reach this unit on their flanks over here, though. Oh yeah, they're also redline camping. Fantastic. Okay, well... where's their line of engagement? Sort of up here. What I could do is send my cavalry, sort of harass that unit of slingers on the flank there. And I might be able to cause them to run forward at that point. The one thing I'm really annoyed about is that since they are, like, corner camping here... Oh, they're hard corner camped. Jeez. Yeah, I won't be able to chase them down very effectively, so we do have that fun fact to worry about. So they're definitely going to get away with most of this army intact. We'll do an auto-resolve on the follow-up, I think. I don't think this is going to be worth it. Because these Hunnic Horse Archers are easier to kill in the auto-resolve if you can get rid of the supporting elements of the army. The other alternative is if I get them completely out of arrows, which is going to be painful and cause a lot of casualties to my troops, they will charge me into melee, so I could do that. Okay, I can no longer see their slingers on their left flank because of the awful terrain here. Let's get these guys up, see if we can see anything. Let's get our Ballistari sort of spread out, loose formation. See if we can't get them to come down from that height up there at all. Alright, so I think this is going to be I think this is a battle that we want to fight with shield walls up, because they're not going to charge in at us anyway. We're not going to be able to use those pile them anyhow. So there's really no point in holding Testudos. Or staying out of Testudos, rather. Alright. This is where it would be nice to have my own catapults, but we are working on it. Alright, let's see if we can just get them to start firing at us. Looks like they're coming at us. I can move back now. Alright, so looks like they came forward just a little bit, but aren't willing to fully commit to this. Now the question is, do I want to just do a... I could just do a YOLO charge. I could just start running everything forward towards this. The problem is I would get so devastated by those missiles while I'm doing it. Alright. Well... if I got the Battlestar E sort of out to the flanks here, cover them with cavalry, I might be able to get sort of up towards these slingers. The hurlers don't have as much range as the other units, so I may be able to get close enough to get some shots off on this flank here. Like, the Battlestar E have less range than the slings, but at the same time they've got close enough that I might be able to compel them forward. Because it's not as soon as you get in range, it seems to be as soon as I'm almost in range with my ranged units, so... is this going to compel them to move forward at all? No. Let's keep up with the cavalry. If he countercharges, I definitely need to get my cavalry into the fight as soon as he does. So, right. The problem here is that these archers have huge range. So we kind of have to sort of range in from the far right here. Because the further to the right we are, the more we can avoid the circle of the archers while getting close to the circle of those slingers, which is what we want to be hitting. And I think we're almost in range of them. Okay. This is so dangerous for them. Or we'll just get free shots, one of the two. Well, okay. Interesting. Touché. But frankly, if they're letting me shred apart one of their units for free, I'm okay with that as well. I don't think we're getting the best arc of fire here, because we're kind of firing over a hill into the woods sort of thing, but the damage that you deal with each crossbow shot, even on an arced shot, is pretty high. So, it's a little bit weird that the Huns are acting this way. I think we might be hitting the edge of this mercenary dramatic hurler unit over here too. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to definitely try and get whatever licks I can get in for free, so I will be back once we've done this. Okay, so looks like, I mean, even when I got them to start firing at me, I wasn't able to compel them to move their army forward. It's kind of weird, but... like, if we get to just within sort of the bare range of these guys, my guys will start firing a little bit, but not in enough numbers to make it necessarily worth my time. So we fired like a small smattering of shots here, like barely any of my unit can actually fire here. And you'll sort of see that when it starts coming in, yeah, you can just sort of see like a few arrows dribbling in there. It's not enough really. Like, I would love it if they were firing with a little bit more, but if I move even a tiny bit up more, the enemy just sort of opens fire with their slings, and slings will beat Battlestar E. Like, just because of the much more rapid fire nature of those mercenary dramatic hurlers, they're fairly high damage against unarmored targets, and the fact that I have no missile block means that they will actually win that fight very, very convincingly. Some slingers even have got missile block chance, although it looks like this one doesn't. So you can see these sort of few thudding in mostly between them without killing anybody. And that wouldn't be so much a problem, but we're firing such anemic volleys that we're not getting anybody. So what I really think we might have to do is actually just charge in with our infantry and cavalry and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and put you guys back into normal formation.
Speed.
And we're gonna just move our army into arrow range, I guess. Oh shit, what are you guys doing? Once we do sort of get closer to melee, we're going to have our guys run right into the midst of them. Alright, so this got kind of chewed up. Fuck off. Can I actually hit these guys at all?
Form loose formation. Fire on the enemy.
Alright, just hit rapid reload on these guys. They're firing at my spearmen right now anyway. Unfortunately, they're getting arc shots, but it's flaming shot, rapid reload, and they're not in as good a defensive spot, and we're firing the whole volley, so you can see that this is actually working out okay. Well, interesting, weird. Alright, our Western Auxilia Palatina are going to do okay here, just because they're so heavily armored, and because they're in their shield wall still. Yeah, much more effective there. Never let your guys get shot by crossbows. It's just really, really deadly. It's kind of weird that they're allowed to fire their straight shot and I'm firing arcing, but whatever. They'll be back. Anyway, yeah, we'll move these guys back towards our lines again.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to
I don't know if that one's going to come back forward again, but you never know when they're going to want another go. Okay. Now then. Got a free unit of Cav Archer down quite a lot. Let's just move our guys barely forward into archer range. We'll drop back into Testudo. Looks like they were reshuffling their lines. I'll guess a few seconds of them not shooting us as much. Drop into Testudo. I don't actually know if we're in range. I think we are. It certainly looks like we are. They're not firing, though. Alright, we'll move our Palatina up. Okay, I think we're going to have to inch forward just a tiny bit more for them to actually start shooting at us. The thing is that once they actually do start shooting at like our sword units or our spear units or something like that, we can start firing at them with our Ballistari. So, got to keep an eye out for that moment. Really? This is very strange. Like, I'm certainly in range with them. I guess they're going that whole wait until you can see the whites of their eyes sort of thing there. I'm just waiting until I see a little firing icon on one of these Hun of Horse Archers. There we go. Alright, so if I get these guys sort of around the side here, I should be able to actually start firing at these units over here. And if I'm lucky, while they're distracted firing at those guys, I can roll up their line over here. So they have no melee anything to really stop me from doing that. Yeah, one of our units got a pretty bad hit on it, but I think it's also getting shot slightly from the right side. I think we can do this.
Beware! Our hidden units have been revealed.
Alright, let's get you guys firing at them. Let's bring our Meteor up to the fight. They are shooting at my crossbows now, though, which is bad, but manageable. Okay, they might charge their melee cavalry back in, but I definitely got the best of that exchange. Our Ballistar E not getting chewed up too badly, all things considered. So our Mattiari up front here. One unit of Ballistar E can deal this much damage if you get an opportune moment for them. And these certainly are pretty close to opportune conditions for them. 91 kills, most of them against cavalry. Where'd that slinger unit go? Alright, we need one of our cavalry at the very least chasing down these slingers. We can get both of them in there, it's fine. Oh, these guys need to back off a little bit. Alright, let's move these guys back. I want them still firing at my swordsman. Mati RE. Gonna have to hold out just a second while I get these cavalry here to help you. They should get a volley. And they most certainly did. Alright.
We're being ambushed!
Alright, I kind of want to get on this unit.
We have revealed their concealed men!
I think we were in range of their general with my Mattiari. Okay, their axes are coming in. I don't want to mess with those guys. Let's get this unit of crossbows over here. Shit. Some epic misclicking on my part. By which I mean terrible. Alright, Ballistar E over here. Let's get you firing at these, I mean, this unit of cavalry is pretty much done. Yeah, my guys fled. That's fine, though.
Field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I'm gonna move my one unit of Ballistar E back. I'm gonna use this one to fire at, Okay, let's pick these three. Alright, I need to fire at these guys, rapid reload. Getting some hits on them, but I need to retreat now.
Our men have rallied.
Alright, so a lot of their missile units are getting killed here. I can fire at the back of these axe units with my Mattiari. Or actually, no, it's not. Let's get around them behind the cavalry charge. Now, my clump is getting fired at pretty badly here, but... Alright, let's fire at them. We still got a little cavalry left in the fight.
Understood. The enemy are losing their advantage.
Can't actually get these guys. You guys. Alright, we need this other unit of cavalry. Gonna do the final assault on this hill, I guess.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you!
Ballistar E over here, still doing a decent job, I think. They're kind of firing arc shots at us, but we're firing arc shots at them, so kind of even in that sense. Okay, our cavalry probably should not be charging straight at that general unit while it's getting shot at. And that general's probably going to die pretty soon anyway, so we'll switch fire. Ballistar E over here. Doing a good enough job for me.
Our men are breaking off. The enemy general is dead.
Good. My cavalry over here is getting pounded by, I'm guessing, ranged units partly, but... Alright, see if we can catch up to these ranged units here. Probably not. Shit, we lost our cav there. Alright, down the hill, men. We'll want to shoot at those units of horse archers where we can.
Our men have regrouped.
Mattiari should be okay in this fight, honestly, and frankly, they're just pinning him in place so my sword units can get in. Alright, what's going on up here? Yeah, these units are starting to shatter. Yeah, there we go. And that'll be it.
A unit is run.
Gonna go hit this because the auto result or the auto route thing tends to favor me a little bit more than the manual, so we'll see. Especially when they're by the corners here. We'll get back to the campaign map. Okay, so that went okay. Like, our cavalry got completely crushed there, but that's because we've got such poor cavalry especially for missile block chance. Yeah, only a 9% take on warriors, but I think we'll do it.
We hunger for battle.
I'm not gonna be able to catch up to those guys. They're out of province, though. I think that the people in Casurgis might deal with them. Are they even at war with the Huns?
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not wrap them in line.
There we go.
Commander.
Yeah, because I can't reach that army there, so we have to leave them.
Set up the watch.
Alright, you...
At your command.
Basic stats there, basic stuff. Get yourself up there, because holy crap, did you ever have morale problems? Okay, if Natrawa can stay relatively safe for the next little while, we're gonna be okay. I don't think I have to worry about them too much.
Ready for battle.
Do we want to upgrade these guys? I probably don't care. They're mercs. We'll get rid of them pretty soon anyway. They will be dealt with. Up here we've got another rank up on someone. Agent, it looks like. Okay. Assault unit as well. We've already got Sabotage Army, right? Yeah, we have. Okay. That Sabotage Army action, I think, actually really works well against Hun stacks where they just have too many advantages. If you can whittle down those bonuses, then it really can hurt them quite a bit. Alright, what have we got going on here? I think we did need to expand the family. I was looking towards doing that, although, like, it's getting ridiculous. It's just that so many people are probably going to die all at once that, like, I don't want the family completely depopulated just because, tell your husband he's a dick. There we go. Wait, what the hell's going on here? Why can't you not adopt someone? It's cost 64 now. Okay, well, I guess it makes sense for that to increase in cost. The fact that I am going to lose all of my family... Well, I guess all these children will have to grow up eventually. Like, how old are some of these people? We've got an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old. Okay, that's going to take forever before that guy's come of age. Anyone else look like they're going to any time within the next millennium? No. Okay, fantastic. Alright, the only thing that I do know is that Gratianus Corvinus here, Gratianus Junius Corvinus? What a terrible name. Anyway, he'll be grown up in time, theoretically, to fight Attila, I think. Unfortunately, Pacuvius Asinius Bocco had died of, something. I don't know what he died of. Looks like it was an illegitimate child for... Must have been Maria's illegitimate child instead of Flavius's. Interesting. And, huh, she died. Weird. Okay, strange things are happening in Denmark, or whatever the saying goes. Okay, I don't think I can expand to anywhere right now. I need to focus on getting up that extra army stack. It'll give me a little bit more freedom of movement around the rest of the world here. But do I need to keep a stack in Colonia Agrippina for very much longer? We've got 5, and the military presence is worth 8, so we'll drop to 3. And with this, it will drop to 2. So we do need an army stack here for the next little while until I get my public order even a little bit more in control. Okay, so I would like to march this Colonia Agrippina army down over towards Germania. I think that that would be a good use of them. Okay, what else can we do diplomatically here? Burgundians are still trading with us. They're still pretty okay. And look at all these good trade agreements we've got here anyway.
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please don't bother. Talk of meat, not honey.
Just like Sarmatians, huh? No, they're not going to play ball for trade right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit end turn. We'll see. Oh, Flavius Notorious has a skill going for him. Good for him. Probably work towards Vira Lustris. I can't think of anything else that I really need to do with this guy other than worry about the fact that his stats are in the tank. Construction cost. He's not going to make it to Vira Lustris. What am I talking about? Let's just get him with a 2 of Overseer. Means I can build stuff here for quite a bit cheaper. Should be worth it. Nothing to build there right now anyway, though. We'll need to replace him soon. Yeah, we're earning too much right now. That means that we don't have enough armies, so I definitely need to expand on that. And I know it sounds weird for me to be saying we're earning too much, but there are certain points where you're like earning a certain amount of money and you say to yourself, well, you know, that means that my army isn't strong enough. And this is one of those cases. Looks like Berenice is going to get retaken again. Hun stack, they're going to have no problem whatsoever demolishing those Macedonians there. But that keeps them distracted. We've got 2 stacks south, 1 stack heading north. So if Nitrawa gets attacked again, I won't be surprised. It looks like they didn't re-go to Nitrawa with that devastated stack there. So maybe the, what was it, the Markomans or something?
I have talked to a wise woman and all.
I don't want to pay you for that.
And our elders see greatness in you.
I'm willing to do it if I don't have to pay them any money. I have no real intention of going aggressive against them, but I don't want to pay them any money for it. I'm the one who demands tribute around here, not them. I don't think they attacked the Huns, though. Alright, wavering loyalty, yeah, I kind of knew that already. Wait, his loyalty was wavering even after Merenda. No, he looks like he's fine-ish now. It's actually pretty low considering I just successfully secured loyalty on him. Alright, so why can I not actually do this? Let's go ahead and acting care is insufficient. I guess it costs more depending on what he's got. Okay, it's weird that you don't have this labyrinthian set of politics starting the game. Like, that would make a lot of sense to me. Because Rome already was kind of labyrinthian. Alright, let's get out of that for a second here. Okay. What's important for us right now is making sure that those Huns are not making their way back to Nitrawa. Looks like the Langobards actually killed them. But our force in Nitrawa is still recovering its troops, and that's the important thing, so that's all good. Okay, you guys, how are you good? Okay, yeah, everything's fine here. Everything's fine here. I kind of feel like Equites Dalmatiae is probably actually the better choice than the Cataphractarii. While the Cataphractarii are a much better unit in many senses, the Equites Dalmatiae have a better missile block chance. They've got more health by tiny, tiny slim little bit. They have less armor, though, it looks like. So maybe the Cataphractii would really be better at weathering all these slings and arrows. For now, though, we'll go ahead and get more Palatina and more Swordsmen. And we'll start getting some Matiari, because I do like having 2 Matiari in all of my army stacks. After that, we'll have to focus on getting our cavalry. We'll decide what that's going to be, but I definitely have to think long and hard about that one for this front, because botching your cavalry against the Huns is not really an option. Yeah, we still have Squalor and such here, and we're still going to have Squalor here. Actually, no, we won't. Infantry barracks don't have any Squalor. Okay, perfect, actually. Let's go ahead and go through our building list here. Again, Africa. You do you, Africa. You don't ever change. Right, this is seasonal. I can't actually look at the food effects there. What does actually upgrading this to anyway? It only gives us 20. So I would have to get both upgrades, and I'd still be short after the season, or after the change. Still, better than nothing. Belgica, they're getting their Cloaca. That'll be really good for them. Britannia Inferior over here. Britannia Superior. Right, some of these places are just ticking along. They're not going to get much better in terms of like profitability or anything like that, but they're not going to get much worse, I can't imagine. Carthage, you're earning me a lot of money right now. 5,000. I think a lot of it has to do with the wine market being here. That's really probably helping a lot. And the fact that we've also got a lot of money from culture in this province is probably helping as well. So, yeah, look at all those culture wealth buildings. So, we might even want to figure out if there's another one I could pop here that's culture. I don't think there is. Yeah, it would have to be waterworks, and that would make no sense. Alright, Dalmatia. Flatlining. That's actually pretty okay for right now, all things considered. Frisia. Can I move my armies out of here yet? Not quite. Military presence is worth 10. I could actually move the... No, yeah, I can move one of the armies out of here, maybe? No, I only have one army here. I was thinking up north in whatever that is. Okay, let's go ahead and demolish this. Upgrade our hunting lodges, though. This place has a ton of food. What do we want to build in this slot? A statue, maybe? I think a statue might be a good choice there. We might need to get a reservoir or something in this province, because we've got a ton of development already, and our Squalor is going to actually continue ramping up just a little bit. So we'll do that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do there. Galicia, still a shithole. Still being dragged down by their old senile man-ass leader, but that's fine. How much is military presence accounting for things here? Military presence is only 4, so I could actually leave here with this navy soon, which would be nice. Italy, they're doing okay. Liguria, they're doing okay. And that statue will certainly help. I don't know. I just don't want to build a church here. Like, I think I should, though. I really probably should have done it a long time ago. I mean, Latin Christianity isn't even the majority religion here, so I guess we'll do it. Such a crappy thing to have in that slot, though, in such a promising place. Well, I guess it's not actually that promising, so we can leave them as they are. Magna Graecia over here. Ooh, we got a new building slot in Magna Graecia. Okay, what do we want to do with it? I kind of want to just get a basic farm here so that I can really go straight forward on... But we actually have a lot of food here already, so I could build a library in this slot if we waited. I also kind of want to destroy the fishing jetties here, though, so I want to change these to trade depots. That would drop us by how much food? Quite a bit. The reason is, of course, that this is another great commerce hub, so I could get the wine markets here and upgrade all these to trade jetties, so we'll do that instead. We'll get a farm here, that means. we will go ahead and convert this over to the trade jetties, and this is going to cause some problems down the line for me, I can imagine, but if we keep our food good here, we can go ahead and get wine market, and this place is just going to start booming in terms of money production. It's a shame they don't have olives there as well. Mauritania, this place is great. I mean, like, I can't actually imagine how this place could be any better. Part of this is because of the character that's sitting around here, though, so he's worth 10 public order, so I do want to consider upping it a tiny bit, but honestly, this place is doing really, really well. Alright, statue here. That really fixed up the region, so we don't even really need to upgrade this to a monument right now, but we will because we are going to want upgrades to our other buildings, like our sheep flock over here. Might as well do that too now. Narbo, how are you guys doing? How are you feeling, Narbo? This should be stabilized once they get the theater up here. The only problem is I really need a religious building in this province. We'll need to put it in the capital and just upgrade it fully, I guess, or something like that. Pannonia? Nothing I can do for them right now. Reta? I probably should just upgrade this to a governor's house or something. I mean, we've got the food surplus for it, but I don't really want to. Things that cost us food right now are not always a good idea. Alright, you guys are still slowly on your bitch foot slide to unhappiness. Let's upgrade that all the way here. Immigrants are at cap now. Religious differences has stopped falling, although our religion is still going up slowly. I would love to get that down to below a certain amount, but the aqueduct network here is going to still be good because that'll be enough by itself, basically. So once I get things a little bit more under control, I kind of want to destroy this plaza, or I could upgrade it to the forum, or change it, side grade it to the forum, but we'll see. Okay, so Scanza. Were we actually going to finish destroying this? I don't think we needed to, but at the same time, how much were we losing in food? We're going from 45, which is actually 31, down to 0. Okay, so yeah, we want to leave this alone for the time being. I'll wait till this fishing jetty is almost done, and then we can do it. But all the fishing jetties sort of around here are going to help out a ton with the fact that we don't have great agriculture up here. All other provinces, I would love to have this be a more trade-focused economy, but since the food situation there is so bad, it's you can't really focus on it in the same way you'd want to. Okay, what the hell is this again? Oh, dye works, right. Venetia, they're actually at plus 11 happiness now. That's kind of crazy. Oh, right, we've got a guy working it. Yeah, I think we're done for now. Oh, alright, you guys. Let's definitely get farms. Alright, so that's going to be, I think, our episode for right now. I'll get back to you once I have sort of gone through everything, but yeah, I'm not actually sure how long this has run, but I feel like this is a good spot to end the episode. So I hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.